I would say I'm the silent, strong type. What is it? Strong but silent, or something like that. Silent type. That's me. And one thing about it is I am social if I have to, or even when I want to. But usually it's after I'm comfortable and I can trust the people around me. I'm saying all this because in some cases you do have to be silent, but it's not because you're trying to shut people out. It's because you have to be strategic about how you do it. There are certain cases where you don't need to say anything. You don't need to give a response. For example, at work, there's an employee that just throws jabs. That's all he does. He just throws jabs at me. And the thing is, I could respond, but what is that going to give me? Because it isn't like he does it in private. He does it in front of everyone. If I respond, it brings tension into the room. It brings uncertainty into the room. And then people will look at me and possibly look at me like I'm the problem because I don't take it as a joke and I escalate it. So I just stay silent. I just stay silent. Disrespect or not. It doesn't need a response. Because there is power in the response. You respond, you give them power, and they can flip it and turn on you however they want to. When people are doing things like that, they're trying to get a reaction. They're trying to get you out of your place. So I just don't respond. Or I respond with kindness. You know, I'm not going to engage in a back and forth. There's no need to. And the fact of the matter is, the reason is because, in the end, they want a response because they can't do anything else. They can't stop you in any other way. They can only try to make you mad and get you to act out of character. Because what are they going to do? They can't affect your work ethic. You work how you work. So are they going to, how are they going to, they can't stop your engine from running. They're going to do what you do at your job. They're going to be efficient. They're going to make sure you get things done correctly. They can't stop that. They can try to hinder it, I guess. But if you're given a task and given responsibility and they're not, there's no way they can actually affect it because they're not involved. So in the end, all they can do is insult you and say things just to get a reaction out of you. Hoping that possibly you will get mad and react. But the fact of the matter is, it's chess, it's not checkers. I can already read the situation. I can already see what it is. And I know, just like you know, that's all you can do. Because in the end, my trajectory is my trajectory. I'm going where I'm going regardless of what you say about me. When there's a pressure situation and something gotta get done at work, you can't make it more pressure. You can't affect me. I'm gonna get it done because I work well in pressure situations. You can't stop that. I've been tested more times than many, and in the end I always prevail because I know how to keep a cool head. That's really all you gotta do. Stay focused. Don't let the outside noise affect you. But you know, it's situations like that, and when people are talking crazy, it's the best time to be silent. There's a myth that, you know, with respect, you got to demand respect and command respect in every sense. But there's different levels of respect. And I don't believe that you need to check everybody to make sure they respect you. I believe that in order to get respect, there's going to be certain levels. Certain people, they will respect your work ethic. Certain people will respect how you do things. What they won't respect is the fact that you're moving up so fast. They won't respect that you're catching on quickly. They won't respect that you're threatening their place in the system. Which goes back to a previous episode where I say there's certain disrespect that you take. You can take disrespect from people that insult you and talk bad about you, that's fine. Because the respect that you will get is when you work and do something, they can talk all they want. But when you actually complete what you're assigned and you do it well, they usually have nothing to say. They have no response. Because what can they say? And then say you complete something but you don't do it perfectly. Okay, well now they got something. So now they'll just come to you and talk to you about that. Why'd this happen? Why'd you do it like this? And in the end, you just chalk it up and be like, everybody's not perfect. Sometimes you mess up, sometimes you need to work on something. So this is something I need to work on. If there's outside forces that affect your work, that, it's in a sense a way that what they've done has affected the quality of your work because your quality of your work depends on what they do. You just be honest without throwing people under the bus. It's like, I did what I had to do. But was everything perfect? Was it really all me that caused this to go the way it went? I've had to go through this multiple times. That's all the same thing. In the end, they got nothing. So all you gotta do is just stay focused and keep working. Plain and simple. Stay focused, keep working, and working towards that goal. When they come and talk, and they talk recklessly, just let them. It's strategic to be silent in that moment. Because it benefits you to be silent. Because anything you say can or will be used against you. But if you say nothing, they're falling on deaf ears. They're hoping for a reaction, but they're not getting one. So at that point, they're not getting anywhere. You being silent get further than them saying whatever they're saying. So in the end, I'll say silence is a strength. Know when to use it. You gotta know when to use it. Now, of course, I guess I haven't spoken about when to speak, but I would say if you're going to speak at what pertains to the job, speak at what pertains to processes, speak what pertains to the quality of life at work. Not complaining, but saying like, okay, so we were working on this today and this happened. We were working on this today and this issue came up. How do we rectify this? Things of that nature. At those times you speak because it's work related, it has to do with bettering a process, and it has nothing to do with gossip, drama, or anything like that. It's literally just work. That's when you speak up. Not throwing anyone under the bus or saying this person did this and this fucked up to this person. No, it's literally we're trying to work towards this goal. How do we get here? This happened. How do we rectify that next time? Things of that nature. Other than that, silence. Let your work do its own. I'm Jeuse Kastoan, and this is Hard Reset, Unseen Hours.